What's going on, guys? It's Kaylin here and I'm back today. I'm back with another video. A double upload today for the first time on my YouTube channel. I put a poll out on Twitter whether you guys would like to see the 500k or 250k RTG gameplay video or a 20-0 RTG tactics video, which got a split vote between the 500k and the RTG video. Obviously, that is why you are getting a double upload today, and as you can tell from the title, we are going to be giving you guys the tactics that got me 20-0 this past weekend in Weekend League, and the formation instructions and custom tactics that's also got me to Division 1 on Rivals. As you can see, they're rank 3 Division 1, and here's the team I actually used to do all of this. So actually, I did not have Lorente. I purchased Lorente just after I got my 20-0 Weekend League. I got my coins and my dreadful rewards. I managed to keep my premium team of the week packs. That is why I didn't make any Weekend League content for you guys, because those were dreadful also. So I just didn't want to waste your guys' time with that. But we did manage to get Lorente. I was actually using Camavinga, so I'm going to use him in the team just as an example. This is how the team looked, and this is how they looked when they took me to Division 1 and got me 20-0 this past weekend. So let's get straight into the tactics. But before we do that, actually, I just want to explain a few things. So I did release a video yesterday about my custom tactics instructions and the formation I used, which was a 4-4-2, and I explained how it would be different on my RTG and compared to my main account, and you guys will see that here today. So here it is, 4-4-2. I only play this formation. I don't really play any other formation on my RTG. I've just found this to be the most comfortable formation for myself, and as you can see, the first major difference is it contains the 2 CDMs. So this is the first actual formation I released on the YouTube channel, and it's one I've stuck to on the RTG. Defensively is just so good, and I think with the players I have, it helps me a lot, especially defensively, and allows me to play a counter-attacking game, which I enjoy very much, and I'll go into detail about how I do this. So defensive style, I do play balance. You can play drop back. I know you could call me a rat for doing that, but you could play drop back. I don't think it makes as much of a difference, just considering how far your team drops back, especially on the PS5 version. If you played it, your team automatically drops back into your box no matter what depth you use. But if you are playing the PS4 version, I do recommend having 35 depth. Now 35 depth is something, I don't know if it makes too much of a difference. So I play 40 depth on my main account, and I play 35 here. I don't know, it just seems to make that little bit of a difference, whether it be a midfielder dropping further back or a left mid or right mid dropping further back. It seems to help me a lot defensively, especially this weekend. I found that even when I was streaming, gameplay was a bit heavy. It was just really good to use, especially defensively, especially this formation. I think the formation made the biggest difference, having those 2 CDMs instead of the 2 center mids, which would originally push up, but having the 2 CDMs made them drop a bit deeper, and just covering my back line a lot more. Now moving up to the offense, we have build up play, which is balanced, exact same as my main account, and then direct passing as my chance creation, which is exactly the same as my main accounts. Again, I would play fast build up because that is how I did actually play this weekend, but I just didn't have it set as a tactic, so I don't think it makes too much of a difference. Maybe it does, maybe you guys can let me know, but yeah, that's just my opinion. Now with 52 and defensive style, I didn't mention defensive style, they're exactly the same, 52 and 52. I do have it on 55 or 58, one of the two on my main account. I just feel as if I was using players like Luke Shaw and Di Lorenzo, who have such little pace compared to the other right backs and left backs. Shaw doesn't even have 80 pace, but he seemed to get the job done because he played closer to the centre back, and I use my left mid and right mid to track back. I'll obviously go into more detail about that in a minute. And then players in box 4, this would be my left mid, my right mid, my 2 strikers, and yeah, those would be my 4 players. Like I said, my 2 CDMs would sit just in front of the defense, giving me almost 6 defenders at the back, but I obviously needed that playing with an RTG. Now corners, free kicks, 2 and 2, keep that as the same as always. Now formation, this is how I played them. I actually played Camavinga on the left because he is left footed. I switched him because I had Lorente on the right there. But yeah, Camavinga on the left, Valverde on the right, Chiesa. I did want to play him up front, but João Felix just didn't have the pace to play out wide, and obviously it worked for me, so I'm not complaining. Full Foden. not the best out wide. He's 100,000 coins. I did pack him untradeable if you guys did watch the Rivals video, so I had to try and make use of him. That is why I did get Shaw, who pulled his weight in this team. Actually, I was very surprised. And yeah, this is the team that got me 20-0. Could you imagine? But yeah, let's move on to the instructions. So my two strikers are exactly the same except for João Felix. I'll explain that in a minute. So stay central, get in behind, come back on defense, aggressive interceptions for João Felix, and then Correa, stay central, get in behind, normal interceptions, and come back on defense. So having aggressive interception takes the player's stamina down quite a bit, which is what I noticed. Now, I do use it on João Felix because I do sub on Luis Diaz for João Felix, so I don't mind having João Felix, trying to go for those aggressive interceptions, knowing he's going to come off in the second half. So that's why I do that. Correa stays on for the whole game, and yeah, that's just my thinking around it. Maybe you guys can let me know if it actually does make a difference. I just thought it does, and I just saw like stamina of like Phil Foden, João Felix going a bit lower than normal, so that is why I just did that. So now left mid and right mid, come back on defense, stay wide, get in behind, get into box for cross. So you guys did see in the tactics here players in box, so those are obviously, like I said, my left mid and right mid who are gonna get into the box, which was Phil Foden and Chiesa. Stay wide, get in behind, and aggressive interceptions. Like I said, Phil Foden came off second half for DRB, so I didn't mind having him on aggressive interception. Now Chiesa, come back on defense, stay wide, get in behind, get into box for cross, of course, and normal interceptions because he stays in the game throughout. So that's just my understanding and my thinking around the aggressive interceptions, and yeah, so hopefully it does make that little bit of a difference for you guys, and maybe you can apply it into next weekend league, and you can let me know how it is for you. Now the two CDMs, Valverde and Camavinga, balanced defensive behavior. I haven't tried man mark and cut passing lanes too much because I control my center defensive mids or my center mids quite a lot, so I don't want to touch that too much. I just have them on cover center, stay back while attacking, conservative interceptions on one and then normal on the other. I don't think it makes too much of a difference. It was just something I was trying, and yeah, you can obviously leave your play here on normal interceptions. I don't think it makes too much of a difference. Maybe aggressive does. I just don't think conservative does for me. So now right back, left back stays the same in all my formations, which is stay back while attacking. I haven't tried overlap. I don't want to try overlap considering how good counter attacking is in this game, and with how I played this team, this was a counter attacking formation and a counter attacking style of play for me, which seemed to work quite a lot. And yeah, that's just my thinking behind everything. You guys can let me know whether or not you agree with it. It worked for me. Hopefully it can work for you next weekend if you do try it. And guys, before I continue or before I end this video, I just want to recommend you this absolute beast of a player. So I did play a squad battles game here, I won't lie, and he scored about 28 goals, so just minus 28 from the 100. And yeah, that is that. He did have close to 2 goal contributions per game. He's so good, one of the best strikers in the game. I rave about him on stream, in previous YouTube videos, on Twitter. He's so good. He's like a hidden gem, I would say. For 3.8k, he's a lot cheaper than this. I bought him with the Hunt card, and he's insane. If there's one player I recommend in this whole team, it would be that man right there. But if you guys have enjoyed this video, please make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and if you want to see more tactics and instructions videos in the future, make sure to turn on the notification bell, and you'll be the first ones to see it. And until then, I'll catch you guys in the next one.